Ford President of the Americas, Mark Field, sat down for a video interview with Jacksonville.com to address a wide range of topics ranging from the company's future products to its financial difficulties.
We have been a company that's been known for our great trucks and the fact that we have Mustangs, and we are really remaking ourselves to also be known as a company that has world-class cars with best-in-class, fuel efficiency, safety, quality, and design. And literally, over the next 2 years, the next 24 months, we are going to be revamping 100% of our car lineup. It starts with the Fusion Hybrid.
The Ford Fusion Hybrid is rated at 41 miles per gallon in the city and includes an innovative gauge cluster that uses an almost video game-like display to encourage motorists to drive economically.
A lot of questions came up around how does a customer get the most out of their hybrids, and they kind of kicked around some ideas. This was one of them that said, gee, from a cluster, an instrument cluster standpoint, is there any way of signaling back to the consumer how they can actually get more out of the vehicle without overwhelming them? And that's really where the genesis of the idea came from.
Ford will also be relying more on its worldwide operations by bringing in the European Focus and Fiesta to the United States.
The European Focus is doing very well in the marketplace there. Its market share is up. As you know, in Europe, that's one of the most competitive segments, the compact segment in Europe. But we continue to gain share. We're just introducing the Focus RS, which is kind of the performance version of the Focus, and we're just starting to sell it into the marketplace, but so far it's been very well received by both the media and consumers. So really keeping that product and that brand fresh and vibrant is very important, particularly as we bring that vehicle over here to the U.S. in the next couple of years.
Meanwhile, Volvo's future is unclear, and Mercury is in for some changes.
As in the past, where the Mercury part of the Lincoln Mercury franchise was the larger volume piece of that franchise, going forward, we see the Lincoln brand to be the higher volume piece of that franchise. We will be reducing the number of Mercury models, but we'll get it down to a handful, which really help. That brand actually helps us attract more conquest customers than with our Ford brand.
Ford is also going to be relying less on V8s as the new EcoBoost V6 is introduced.
I call it the great taste, less filling approach to powertrain, where you get an engine that gets the fuel economy of a V6, yet gets the power and performance of a V8.
Although V8s won't be as prevalent, it appears the Mustang will continue the American muscle car tradition.
It's going to remain part of the landscape, and our approach is make sure that when we do come out with a vehicle like the Mustang, that we really listen to customers, that we hit the bullseye in terms of what they're looking for, both from a style, interior and exterior, but also very importantly from a powertrain standpoint. And I think you'll see going forward more emphasis on V6 engines with good performance, but there still will be a place for V8 engines in vehicles like our Mustang.
For Jacksonville.com, I'm Bill Bortzfield.